What is the secret of Israel's success? We Jews make up approximately 0.2% of the world's total population, less than 1%, yet we make up over 22% of all Nobel Prize laureates. That's more than a fifth. And if you break it down by discipline, it's even more than 22%. 40% in economics, 26% in medicine, 24% in physics. How is it possible that the Jewish people, such a small minority, represent such a large, significant percent of Nobel Prize recipients? And since the founding of the State of Israel in 1948, 14 Israelis have been awarded the coveted Nobel Prize. Little Israel has more Nobel Prizes per capita than the United States, France, and Germany. It has more laureates in terms of real numbers than Spain, India, and China. The modern State of Israel has been called the startup nation. In the 2009 New York Times bestseller by the same name, authors Dan Senor and Saul Singer attempt to explain how, against all odds, the State of Israel, a young country facing tremendous challenges, has more startups, research and development, and a larger venture capital industry per capita than any other country in the world. At the time the book was published, 63 Israeli companies were listed on the NASDAQ, more companies than any other foreign country. Today, Israel is at the forefront of so much innovation in high-tech, energy, agriculture, engineering, and research in so many fields of science and medicine. Just Google Israel and the word cancer, and every week there's some new breakthrough. And over the past 2 years, the world saw just how innovative, creative, and strategic Israel can be on the battlefront with all of our military successes. How is it that little Israel is at the forefront of so much innovation, technology, and medicine? What drives us to succeed? What is the secret to our success? I think the answer to all of these questions is found in the story of the creation of the world, or more accurately, in two different accounts of the story of creation, in Bereishit chapters 1 and 2. The first commandment to all of humanity is Pru urevu umilu et haaretz v'chivshuha. Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the earth, v'chivshuha, and subdue it, or subjugate it. What does it mean to subdue it or subjugate it? According to the Ramban, man is given control and dominion over the world and charged with the task of utilizing its resources for his benefit. But lest he destroy the world or deplete its resources in the process, as we read in Bereishit chapter 2, Hashem places man in the garden l'ovda u'lishomra, to work it and to protect it, guard it. This informs our responsibility to our world and to our fellow man. We are commanded to utilize the resources of this world for our benefit, to harness its technology, to innovate, to create, but told don't destroy the world or deplete its resources in the process. The first chapter of Bereishit teaches man to create, and in doing so, he emulates his creator. The second chapter of Bereishit teaches man responsibility. In his seminal essay, The Lonely Man of Faith, Rav Soloveitchik draws on these two different accounts of creation and offers a critique of modernity and argues that the man of faith must integrate both of these ideals as he seeks to serve his creator. His essay is titled The Lonely Man of Faith. Lonely because that synthesis, that balance is rare. Another theme in the thought of Rav Soloveitchik, articulated in his essay Halachic Man and elsewhere in his Au revoir, is that Hashem left a void in creation. He left just a little bit of his world unfinished, undone, incomplete, for us to complete. And in doing so, we partner with Hashem in the very act of creation. Contributing to humanity is part of the very fiber of our being. It's the fabric of who we are. It's encoded in our DNA. It's why the Jewish people, while making up only 0.2% of the world's total population, make up over 22% of all Nobel Prize laureates. And here in the state of Israel, the startup nation, it is these very ideas and ideals which drive us to innovate, create, and better mankind. And that is the secret to our success.